gentlemen, finally, Hiroaka is back on air. Man, this wait was fucking grueling, man. Because y'all remember, season 3 ended, set it up for season 4. We were all hot. We were all ready for this to come back out in April, and ready to shoot the shit. Then, it got announced that the show will be moved to October in the fall anime season instead of spring, which it usually is. And because of that, we had to wait even longer than usual, which made the wait just even that much more grueling. Because how long we had to wait for season 4, man. I mentioned at the end of my last review for season 3, way back when, that the tables have turned a little bit with me. Because you guys know me. I am an anime only. I've stuck with the anime. I am reading the manga. I'm up to volume 4. I obviously want to watch it all through the anime first, and then read it back in the manga whenever I get there. Lambic 4, I'm currently on volume 4. I finished it up. But this time, because I mentioned this in the last review, I mentioned how I actually know a little bit of, I'm a bit of a manga reader, or at least a pseudo-manga reader here. I'm in that kind of boat here with this season, because I know a couple things that are going to happen in this arc because of a video I mentioned before from Nico B. He did a video talking about Hiroaka, and talking about the content that will be in season 4, and all that stuff. I mentioned before then, I'll talk more about that video and link it to you guys when we get to that part in the episode, or when we get to that episode and everything else. So yeah, it's interesting that we're finally here, man. The wait was good. I won't lie, I was kind of dreading it because y'all know the Hiroaka community has gone to absolute shit since the start of season 3. It became absolutely fucking canceled. Man, I miss those days from season 1 and season 2, man. The community was nice. There wasn't constant bitching. SJWs didn't infect it yet. Tumblr didn't ruin it. None of that shit. It was nice, cool, but then season 3 came in there, and then we all got ruined. We know people were sending Horikoshi death threats about the Endeavor Redemption arc, which will probably get adapted in season 5. You got people bitching about Horikoshi drawing his females in fucking bathing suits, even though there's nothing fucking sexual about it in the first place, and a bunch of other shit. Hell, and most recently, I saw this video of this bitch going over to a convention and waiting in line to meet the English dub voice actor for Izuku, Justin Briner, and asking him to say trans rights, as Izuku, and I'm just like, it's literally the cringe, and you could tell, if you watch the bitch has private her Twitter since then, but if y'all saw it, y'all could see how absolutely uncomfortable Justin was with City. He didn't want no part of this shit. She probably egged him. She probably peer pressured him into it, tell him come on, do it, or maybe threatened you're fucking transphobic if you don't do this shit, man. And even his Izuku voice didn't even sound right. I've listened to Justin do Izuku. I've watched all 3 seasons of this with the dub, which, and by the way, I'm continuing that with season 4. I'm watching this shit with the English dub. For now, with the same thing simultaneous, but when, of course, they end up not getting those and I have to switch over to sub, I'm going to switch over to the Japanese. But anyway, as I was saying, he sounded a lot more like Mickey Mouse in that video than he does Izuku. Fucking cringe, man. This community is absolutely fucking cancer. And then there's Oshi, which we will not discuss about him, and his little shtick, and what happened with him and Jade. Oh, that was some crazy shit back in April of last year. Oh, Lord. Anyway, enough of me rambling and bitching about the community. What did I think of this episode? As you guys know, in case you guys didn't know, this episode was completely recap and filler, once again, like the last episode, like the first episode in season 3. This issue honestly, I love this episode, man. This episode was great. I loved it. It was nice. There was some really cute moments between Izuku and Uraraka, which y'all know I'm a sucker for those. And this episode was just great. I mean, I know a lot of people shit on filler episodes. I'm the kind of person where I don't think filler is necessarily bad, just because it's filler. Obviously, bad filler exists, like I mentioned before. I mentioned, I wasn't a fan of that whole Plant Potiphar shit in Dragon Ball Super, I did like the episode we got season 3 that was a glorified trailer or ad for the Two Heroes movie, but I thought that was good, but it was definitely probably the worst episode of Hiroaka. I was just not feeling that episode. But in case you want to know, I still have not seen Two Heroes yet. When I do, I will definitely make a review for you guys. I'll probably not watch the next movie, Hero Risings, simply because Chibi actually mentioned how it has a massive spoiler for Season 4 and parts of Season 5 as well, so I'll probably skip out on Hero Rising for a little while until I see till after Season 4, because I know it comes out in December of this year, I believe, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get another episode that's another ad for it, like that was, and setting it up and how it's gonna, all mix in together. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see with that, but anyway, enough of me rambling. This episode's overall just great, man. So, let's just shoot the shit and jump right in. Also, guys, one last thing before I jump right in. If I sound off at all during the review or you hear some weird noise or me sniffling, it's because I'm actually low-key a little sick right now. Literally, I woke up ready for Hiroaka, which is my God. It's been quite the eventful morning. Literally, I woke up, had my allergies kick in. When I have my allergies, for some reason, one of my eyes always starts watering, man, and it's so aggravating and annoying, man. It's just starting to happen right now, actually. But anyway, I get up, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I'm ready. I go over to the den where I record my stuff. I go over, sit down on a chair. I pull up my laptops. I got one of them down the episode. I got the other one. I'm looking at Twitter to see what's going on, shooting the shit. Then I see the tweet that Funimation, that the Hiroaka Twitter account Chibi Light, which was of course the announcer that from Funimation said the Hiroaka episode was going to get delayed because of the typhoon that happened in Japan. And I was like, God damn it! Wait on this long, now I gotta wait even longer because now obviously I am more concerned about the people in Japan who are dealing with the typhoon. Hopefully everything's good with them, and I hope they all are alright. Because actually I was actually in Japan when the tsunami hit back in 2011. I wasn't nowhere near the blast radius at all. I was in Iwakuni. When all that shit went down. That's where we were stationed at the time. But, I knew what it was like, being there, man. So, hopefully everyone's okay there, but I was, a little pissed off, man, obviously, because I was like, God damn it, this is my most anticipated anime of the year, and I gotta wait even longer for it. But, hey, I was like, it's good to see us. So then I went over to Anime Haven to see if SAO was already up there. Then I see Hiroaka was up there. I was like, wait, what? The episode's already up on the dub? And then I went back on Funimation's Twitter and they announced that they had the green light from Japan to air the episode. So I was like, alright, we good. We Gucci. Nice. Marvelous. So, and then, I downloaded the episode and I watched it. So, here we are. So, yeah, I just wanted to give a quick little FYI for that for you guys in case I sound a little off. So we start the episode off. We got a recap, normal recap here. Izuku is, talking about how, this is my journey, all this stuff that we already know from Hiroaka. I did like the shots they used, the recap and everything. So then we cut over to the new OP, which, my fucking God, this OP is the fucking GOAT. I also really like that one shot that they put that was also in the trailer for Season 4. They put it in here where you see Izuku. Izuku is where All Might was back in the first OP from Season 1. We see how All Might kind of look behind him with the yellow background. Now we see Izuku there and it's blue. I fucking love that, right? But so let's get to the OP. So if you guys won't mind indulging me, allow me to become Jeff Fu for a hot second and let's analyze this bitch. Or as much as I can be today, only with vague knowledge of what happens in the manga. So we started off, we got Izuku's hand, we see three of them. Izuku when he was a kid, Izuku in middle school, and Izuku now in UA, of course, complete with the scars. And right there in the same yellow background, same yellow aura, whatever you want to call it, from Season 1 when Izuku was extend his hand out back in the and I love the callbacks here, because I know a lot of crazy shit happens. This art from Chibi, he mentioned that a lot of crazy shit's gonna happen with Overhaul and everything. So I'm looking forward to see how this all turns out, what happens to our boy Izuku and the rest of the gang. So we see Izuku extend his hands out, and from there, I also gotta say, I fucking love the song. The song choice here, you see him close his fist and charge right towards it. Very different than what happened in Season 1, because you guys remember, back in Season 1, they had, well, from there, Izuku extended his hands out, but the last second he kind of pulled back before we switched to the title card. Here, my man Izuku extends his hands out, clenches it, and charges right towards the light. He is now ready to take on the mantle and responsibility of becoming the next symbol of peace, along with Bakugo. Because as we know, we're going to have two men for the pillars of, as they're going to be the main pillars of Hero Society, not just one. So from there, you got a bunch of shots on the previous seasons with Izuku and the guys, kind of with a sweeping shot with Izuku and the guys, kind of going back there to CUA. It was cool. I like the show. They also put Uraraka over there when she was wiping that sweat off from her fight with Bakugo, man. Fucking badass, man. Title card appears. We got a bunch of other stuff, including, and so there we just get the typical shot of just the whole gang. Looks pretty good, greatly animated. I fucking love the song again. And of course you got Bakugo Swam, be like, yeah, motherfuckers, let's go. And you got a bunch of the other teachers, and then we got the of course we got the big three behind a field of sunflowers. Don't know if that's meant to represent something, but it probably is. And I love how definitely not Sasuke is covering himself. He's covering him with his hands. Thought that was kind of fun because we know he's got a bit of an introvert from what we saw of him in season 3, around the end of it. And then we see the rest of the crew, who I'm assuming these are from Night Eyes Agency, as long. Oh no, false guys. Fun fact: that blue chick in the right next to Night Eye. Which, fun fact, Night Eye in English dub is voiced by J. Michael Tatum's boyfriend. Yes, you heard me right. In case you didn't know, J. Michael Tatum is gay. I'm not even surprised by the fact he voices Sebastian. But anyway, so he's voiced by her, and the blue chick is actually voiced by Cara Edwards in the dub, who you guys know is the voice of Videl. I look forward to hearing her because I love Cara as Videl. So I can't wait to see what she got. So what she has to learn. I love that character design, man. See the rest of the guys, and then we got Eri, I think her name is, the chick, and then we got All Might with a bunch of the villains. We got here, of course, Night Eye, you got All For One, Shigaraki, and the previous holder of All For One, I forget her name, but also Shigaraki's mom, I think she was. I don't know, man. That's the one thing they didn't recap in this episode. But and then we got. I love how they picked a film reel here, where we see like these shots, of All Might along with Night Eye. Now, like I meant before, I know the dude's past. I know his backstory and I know his quirk. And I actually have a video planned for you guys. I'm going to do like an episode discussion of it, talking about what his quirk is and how it relates, and how it would work in Hero Society and also relate back to the Marvel Universe, which I think you guys will really like that one when we get there. And then, I love how it's a film reel here to show up the past of all this backstory. So then we see the final one is All Might and him walking away from each other. I think I know why they're walking away from each other, because I mentioned before, I know the dude's backstory. At least I'm pretty sure I remember it pretty well. But, So from there, we see him walking. Behind him is a wall of clocks. Clocks that I believe are moving backwards. Let me look. I think they're moving backwards. I can't tell if they're moving backwards or not, but whatever the case may be, that is important. I'm not going to say what the clocks mean or anything because I would be spoiling his quirk. So from there, All Might charging with his hero suit on. Don't know why he's still wearing that thing. And then, of course, you got the typical action shots, all the guys, suited up fighting. And, great animation. You got Sue, Hanji, not Hanji. You got Eri, and then pretty much they end the OP off with Izuku reaching out to Eri, and that's where it ends. Overall, great stuff, man. I was actually expecting something where I was actually expecting to see, this is Night Eye. We would see something like a person in like the reflection of his glasses, like a clock or something, to, like kind of some self-foreshadowing to his quirkus and his backstory. I thought they were going to do that, but there was nothing of the sort here, which I think that was kind of interesting. But hey, that could have low-key kind of spoiled something, but hey, that's actually kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting them to do that, but yeah. So, that is my little analysis of the OP. So yeah, love this OP. It's without it my favorite of the series. I love the song. I love the art and animation here, and I just love what like kind of the little meanings are from what I can actually tell, being an anime only. I really dig what they do with this OP. This OP is fucking good, man, and I actually just love that shot of the clocks, man. So yeah, and yeah. So anyway, so then we start the episode out proper. We got the replay of what happened between All Might and All For One, that epic fight, and we got Chris Savage saying United States of Smash. Look, whatever you think of the man with the Vic Mignogna case going on, the leaks and everything, whatever the case may be, if it's true, then yeah, that's some fucked up shit. But you cannot diss this man as a voice actor. This man put his fucking all in that United States of Smash. It's like, oh my god, it sounds so fucking good. My man Chris Savage is the fucking GOAT. I love Chris Savage, man. He's such a great voice actor, man. Man, he's so good. So yeah, after that you got this dude watching it on his like little, I think it's iPad or something, or his laptop. He's crying. He's like, man, I can't believe we're not gonna see him, fight anymore, man. And then you got, I'm guessing she's like the boss of this little journalist place, and she's like, get back to work, nerd, or fanboy, excuse me. So in other words, this would be Izuku if he didn't become a hero. So anyway, from there, she's talking with this other guy, and she's like, "Come on, what do you guys got?" She's asking about All for One. He says, "Hey, they're not releasing anything." She's like, "Come on, you're a journalist. Get the scoop and then go fall right to left. You gotta shake them down. You gotta shake down these motherfuckers for it." That's what you gotta do, man. So, man, it feels so good to be talking about Hero Walk again, man. I miss this. And I also got SEO to do later tonight. Later today. Hopefully I'll be able to get that. Then I'll also be catching Gemini, man, so hopefully I'll be able to get through all this stuff before Toonami begins tonight. Anyway, so then this new reporter comes in there, a freelance journalist by the name of Tanio Tukuda. Tukuda? I believe that's how you say it. I probably butchered his name, though. He comes in there. This dude has a bit of history on him, and I gotta say, we find out what his quirk is at the end of the episode. This is probably the most OP quirk for a journalist. Like, it is the one for all for journalists, man. Like, journalists would kill for this ability. So, I don't know if this was Horikochi's idea or these were like the writers at Studio Bones, but whoever came out with this idea is a fucking genius, man. But Anyway, so they come in there, they're in this little boardroom, they're talking about All Might, what could be happening, and they're mostly talking about the last line All Might said right before, we saw the episode where he says, where he points to where his fingers point to the camera, he says, "Now, it's your turn." That epic line, man. Ooh! That line fucking hit. That much season 3 there, man. That shit. That was some hot shit back then, man. Last year, man, that was some hot shit. You got Ian Rever, East Coast Crime. And they're trying to decipher what exactly there was mean, because they think there was more than what we saw. Everyone kind of assumed that it was just him talking about criminals. Like, now it's your turn, I took care of your boss, now it's your turn, motherfuckers. And a lot of them were like, but if he, and Tanio mentioned, like, if he was doing that, wouldn't he say that different, you're next on my list, you bastards? Something like that, which way he mentioned. And so then they keep going. So then he comes to the conclusion that he might be actually saying that to the next person that will not inherit One for All, because he doesn't know what One for All is, but take his place as a symbol of peace. And at this point, I'm getting nervous. I'm like, oh shit, is this dude going to find out that he's talking about Izuku? So then he manages to put two and two together about the fact that he is also working at UA. And, he's like, okay, what's going on with that? So he's probably looking for the next student. And he thought it was Togata, because, look at him. Look at him. If you were legit as the reporter thinking, who would inherit One for All, or better, or I guess I should say that, who would be next in line to take over All My place? When you first think him, just look at him. He looks kind of like All Might. His costume's amazing. Seriously, I love his fucking costume, like the 1 million plastered around the front of the chest, man. And there's a reason he has a nickname, a.k.a. Small Might, a.k.a. you wish he was the main character, So, yeah. And by the way, I cannot wait to see more of Togata this season, man. It's gonna be great. I already loved the man's costume, and I liked what I saw from when he just actually bodied UA at the end of season 3, man. So I look forward to seeing, because I know he's gonna have a major role in this season. So I look forward to seeing that. So, anyway, so he's deciding, what's going on, and he decides that he realized that he's been focusing a lot more on UA, or I should say Class 1A. So that's what he thinks is probably there. And if you guys watch my Dragon Ball Super reviews, you guys know I always kind of complain about Toei's art animation a lot of times because they often reuse animation from the OPs, and I mentioned there, I think it's all incredibly lazy on Toei. And I always keep telling, you don't see Naruto doing this, you don't see Boruto doing this, Hero Walk of Black Clover. Well, Bones cheaped out a little bit here, and they reused the animation right here from the season 3 OP of all the girls running, of everyone running, and you got Sue jumping in like the last second. They reused that from the OP, which now I'm not going to complain about it because 1, this is a filler episode. 2, this episode was made a lot cheaper than the other ones because they probably Chibi said this probably in his video when he talked about how this episode's going to be filler. Which, if this isn't becoming a continuous thing of like all the first episodes in Hiroaka, or just filler episodes that are recap, I don't mind, because these episodes are honestly really good, man. Like, I don't mind them. I would not mind this. I would like them to just start with canon and just go from there, but if they did do it just for no other reason, just to give the animators a lot more time to make sure all the animation looks good for the leadership, because, it's good, because you motherfuckers ain't ready for what's gonna happen later on in the arc. Man, Izuku. You manga readers know what I'm talking about. Eddie, y'all ain't ready You are not ready for that, man. You are not ready. You are not ready. Oh, enough of me just thinking about how this is gonna get animated. Y'all are not ready. But anyway, if it's just for that, so I don't mind them reusing animations from previous OPs. It's like if they did this with like the main episodes and during a fight scene, then we would have some problems. But Bones ain't like Toei; they ain't cheap. You know. Now I'm not saying Toei's bad. I mean the Broly movie and the episode 130 for Dragon Ball Super was some hype shit. That was some great animation there, but I know it's a lot of time to draw through, but they would get kind of lazy and constantly reuse animation from the OPs. So, now enough of me rambling about that. So, just wanted to point that out before anyone calls me like a Dragon Ball hater or something, or some Hiroaka fanboy or someone or a Studio Bones dick sucker or something, or dick writer. You know, just to put it in, just to put that there. Anyway, so. He thinks it's one of the guys. He's like, but you know, with them villain attacks going on right now, it's very hard for a freelance reporter to get in. That security is really tight nowadays, and it's like, fine, we'll get you in. He's like, all right, I'll get in there, do what I gotta do, give you guys exclusive scoop for a nominal fee, of course. Of course, man wants to get his money. So. We head over to the dorms, and we see, and Aizawa tells everyone about that. There's a reporter coming in there to, interview them and see how the campus life's going. It's like, this was Principal Nancy's idea. Things would be good. Idea to show off how it's like around here, and maybe put your parents and guardians' minds at ease. Yeah. And you got Mineta. He's like, alright, boys. We might get some females around here. And the Kaminari is like, oh, fam, it's for a newspaper, right? But yeah, the female news anchors are so hot, man. And they're all, oh my god. He's like, he's like squishing his hands, and you gotta hear like these sound effects, like he's supposed to have like a button in his hand or something. And then my man Ayazawa wraps him up in a scarf. He's like, and I expect you all to be on your best behavior. And without that, one of my favorite parts of the episode, this was so fucking cute. Uraraka is right up at Izuku's face. He's like, isn't that cool, Deku? And he's like, she's so close! I literally, oh my god, I was grinning from ear to ear. That's so fucking cute, man. I love these two, man. That's seriously. Justin Briner is amazing as Izuku. I mentioned time and time again. The man's fucking fantastic. And so is, I believe her name is Lucy Christian, and I believe is the English voice actor for Uraraka. Both of them are great, man. I can't get enough of these two, man. It's so fucking adorable. Seriously, he's it's so fucking cute, man. I love it. Anyway, so the reporter comes in there, he's introduced himself, and then my man Ida. Oh man, was it so good to see my man Ida again. It's been too long, friend. It's been too long. So Ida's like, yes, of course, sir. It's just J. Michael Tatum, man. Oh my god. Now you guys can follow me on my Twitter. I've been recently watching Steins Gate recently. Woo! Man, Steins Gate is fucking legend. If you've not seen Steins Gate, man, get off your ass watch. You can watch it for free with ads on Funimation Now right now. Just pull up Funimation Now and just watch it. You don't have to have a subscription. You can just watch it on there with the English dub. You just need to sit through some ads. It's a great show. If you guys like stuff like Erase, or I would probably maybe I'll say Welcome to the NHK, because I think it might have a similar vibe to that show. I've never seen Welcome to the NHK, but if you like stuff like Erase, you just like really cool time traveling stories, or anyway, if you love anime at all, you need to watch Steins Gate. It's so fucking good, man. I love Steins Gate, man. Currently going through Zero right now. Anyway, so back to the episode. So it was nice to hear my man J. Michael Tatum again playing Ida. So great, man. He's like, of course, sir. And he's going up doing his usual stick screaming, constantly being super formal and shit. It's so entertaining. He's like, hey man, you calm down. You don't need to do all that. And he's like, so what do you guys do? And then the dude asks like, so what do you guys do? Usually right now, he's like, brings his feet together, like, we eat breakfast, sir. He's like, okay, you don't need to be so formal. So, and then they played that rap song, the Hiroaka ODFT, my hero. That song, and we just get these shots of, dude just tagging pictures of everyone eating breakfast. I really like the ones with Izuku, and then for some reason, I don't know, I liked it. I like those ones, I don't know why. But anyway, you got this one with Uraraka, which actually, the Hiroaka official Instagram posted like the animation cell of it without the colors and everything in it, so that was kind of cool. There was one of them was very funny. Is one that is Todoroki. He's drinking some tea, then Aoyama comes in the frame, and which I forgot to mention this earlier, but earlier on the episode when the reporters when the reporter starts coming, he was like, "Oh, the camera with my shine." Well, I forget what he's like, "But my glistening by the camera cannot get its eyes off me. I will attract it like moth to a flame." Something along those lines. Y'all know how Aoyama is. So he comes in the frame. He has his rose in his mouth and everything. Man, it's crazy. And there's this one with Ida just looking at the camera. I don't know. I like that one for some reason. It was funny, but I think my favorite one was. Oh, let me tell you that one later. Well, there was another one with where you had Mina, and then you had then if you look at the back with Toga, with like Toga or Higakure coming in there, trying to get in the photo. And actually, early on in the episode, she's like, "Oh, we need to dress up cute for the camera." And I love Jiro said, "I don't think you need to worry about that Higakure because she's invisible." But anyway, but if you look at the background of it, you can see Jiro's Loki kind of embarrassed, and Momo is giving it that Sada. Great stuff, man. But my favorite was Bakugo. Man, is the dude's taking his pictures. He's eating some fish. Man, but once Bakugo locks eyes with the camera, man gets right up in his face and he's probably screaming "die" or something, man. And the dude just falls on his ass. Great stuff. And he just starts, chopping down his food like a fucking madman. Great stuff, man. I love Bakugo. Can't get enough of them. So from there, we just get a bunch of other stuff. Them going through their day, them going on their campus, them going through their classes, etc., etc., etc. And we all see this one where there's this cat in the rain, and Stu's kind of playing around with it. Then we go down later. They're about to leave, go back to the dorms. Momo brings out an umbrella. I think she hands it to the girl she was sitting next to, that she was next to, or she was just talking with her. But she creates an umbrella. Everyone walks back to the dorms. Excuse me. So from there. Everybody goes back to, doing their usual things. You get more stuff from him. The reporter talks about, or journalist, I should say. I don't know why I keep saying reporter, but I guess he technically is a reporter right here. But anyway, he goes over there and he goes talking on the phone with the woman. Tell her, hey, since you got it, how you plan on, getting in? What's your plan? And she says, I'm probably going to look at the sports festival, who the top 6 got from there. And they and we also get and they also throw off some flashbacks. He discuss each the characters, discuss their quirks, just recapping the stuff and telling us all about their quirks, everything with shots about. I like the shots they pick when they have one their hero costume, one they're just in their school uniforms. I really like those shots right there. I don't know why, but anyway, I really like those. Anyway, so after that. He thinks about he talks about about the combatants of who won this of the 6 that got to the finals of the UA Sports Festival, and he goes on and he tries to load list from there, see which one of them could end up being the ones to take All Might's spot. He thinks of Bakugo, but it couldn't be him because he said he's gonna surpass All Might, so it can't be him. Todoroki can't do it because Endeavor. And the weird thing is, the dude said, actually, it's kind of weird, but it makes sense because, he doesn't know what we know. He says that, but he's a son of Endeavor, and I don't think that man would let him surpass him when the whole reason Todoroki was created was to surpass him, ironically. So there was that one. He just kind of skims over Tokoyami and Shoji, I think, was the other one that got in there. And Kiyoshimi. Then he's like, I think I know which one it is. He's like, my gut has got me mixed skills. And he's eyeing Izuku. And I'm like, oh shit, man, you're about to get ratted out. Obviously not, this is a fucking filler episode. They're not going to go that far. But I'm like, oh shit, Izuku might get ratted out here. So from there, he comes over to eat. We see All Might coming in there. He's holding a bag. He comes over, he's like, hey, Izuku, him and All Might, to talk for a bit. He also tells him what's going on, what's with the bag, and he asks what smells good. It's a bag of meatballs. So he went over so All Might went to this store, man, and the dude that runs it is this huge All Might fanboy. And it's like, oh my god, you're All Might, it's so great to see you here, man. It sucks that you're retired and everything. And he just hands him a bunch of shit, and lo and behold, with a bag of meat buns, and that's where he got very serious. He was going to hand him over to the rest of the class since he wasn't going to eat them all himself. He's like, okay, and he hands the bag over to Izuku. And also, Izuku was outside training before All Might showed up. He was training with his kicks while it's still raining outside. Anyway, Izuku grabs me. He's like, oh yeah, All Might, you're always thinking of other people. And then they kind of just talk about it a little more. He tells him, and then Izuku's like, man, I'm surprised with you being retired and you having been have made such a huge mark on the world. I'm surprised that that you're not constantly circled like vultures, So, get some other flashback from some other stuff from season 1 and shit. It was weird because this one really wasn't that much of a flashback episode or a recap episode, because like with the first episode or the first episode of season 3, that was a straight recap episode with all the extra stuff. They would talk about stuff happening in season 1, season 2, and go from there. Here, they really didn't talk about much outside of the occasion bringing up all Might versus All for One. There was no mention of any of the hero licenses. Really, not really much talk about the Stain stuff. It's weird. Like, I don't know. It wasn't really much of a recap. It was just more of a. It's more filler than it is recap, honestly, which is a good thing. If it was just recap, I wouldn't be talking about it right here. I would just skip it and wait for the next episode. Anyway, so as I was saying. After that, so, Izuku, All Might takes his leave and tells me to put him on another intense training regimen starting tomorrow, which I'm pretty sure means that's when season 4 actually starts. So, whatever. So I'm curious what that's going to be. I wonder if he's trying to get Izuku to get all buff and shit, because Izuku looks pretty good right now. But I don't know, just to kill him get, how better control for one, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, Izuku's going to be back on a training regimen. So, All Might takes his leave, and then the reporter comes out there, and he introduces himself, and he's like, hey man, you're taking out, it's getting late, getting some last training. He's like, oh yeah. They kind of talk for a bit. He talks about how, he's a big fan of All Might. He says, anyone who's in my generation that doesn't like All Might is either lying or is a criminal, And from there, he just talks about how he first met him, how he saved his father, and that he, he snapped a picture without thinking, and it ended up in the paper. And so then he introduced, he says that, and then we see him reveal his quirk. Oh, no. After he says, and he pulls out this picture of Izuku with All Might, hands it to him, he's like, now it's your turn. The man knows that at this point, he knows that Izuku is indeed, All Might's successor. That's what he knows. And Izuku's like, so he's like, I know you're All Might's successor. What do you think of it? And then the man just turns into Hinata for a second. He's legit putting his fingers together. He's like, I'm like, man, when did you suddenly turn into Hinata? And he's like, you can't lie, can you? Good. Heroes always speak the truth. Yeah. So, I always say, don't worry, I'm not going to expose you. I'm not writing an expose, even if I had evidence. He just wanted to know that there was still hope in the world, still in the light, even with All Might being retired. And, you found that with Izuku. Tells him thank you, tells him to apologize if he calls him a Swift, and he reveals what his quirk is, which I mentioned before, is the most OP ability for journalists. The man pretty much can create, I think it's called a full body lens. Essentially, the man can pretty much create lenses out of him, and essentially he can put them anywhere on his face, so he can get shots very easily, and he can print them out on his chest. So this is the most OP ability. You could be you go sue something, just put your hand out there, a lens you get the shot, and it goes right back in there. They can't check you, they can't get the camera, they can't do nothing, man. It's extremely overpowered for journalists, man. It's ridiculous. Whoever came up with this quirk, I don't know if it was Horikoshi himself or the writers have to do both, but whichever one did, it's a genius. He's a genius. So yeah, and that's pretty much where the episode ends. Ending off with Izuku, saying that there's this evil permeating the world, and that's pretty much just it. He takes his leave, and we go back to the news place, and he says, I just jumped the gun, and he's like, damn it, did you know how hard it was to get you in there? And she's like, yeah, but I didn't complete it. And she hands him this photo of All Might eating a meatball. She grabs it, she's like, oh my god, so cute. I'm just like, and that is where overall the episode ends. ED, it's actually, I'm not going to analyze it because there's nothing really to analyze. It's pretty much shows up Aries, I'm assuming her backstory from when she was a kid to, I'm assuming when she gets kidnapped by Overhaul, I'm assuming. I don't know if any of this is actually going to appear on the show itself or they just put it on the ED. But it was interesting. So that's really interesting, and I can already imagine the controversy is going to happen with this. Lord, I can see the articles from here. Hiroaka supports kidnapping her. Hiroaka perpetuates. I don't know. Fucking I can't even think because I can't think like these SJWs because they actually have brain cells. They support child abuse or some shit. Oh man, the Endeavor Redemption arc. Lord help us all when we get there. It's gonna be crazy, man. So yeah, then we get the next episode preview, which is actually when season 4 is legit can actually start. We actually get to the real content. I love the ominous music that we're playing there in the background there, man. And yeah, it just showed up a bunch of clips from stuff we kind of already saw from some of the other trailers, Overhaul, Shigaraki, the rest of the guys. everything. So yeah, man. Man, it feels so good to be talking about Hero Walking again, to have it back on the channel, back to having my bread and butter, because you guys know, Hero Walking is my shit. Like, I love this series, and thankfully it's also my most popular series. This is the series that gets me the most views, and definitely I am getting a lot of subscribers when I was reviewing Season 3, so hopefully I can continue that with Season 4, hopefully. So yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying the ride. If you guys are new here, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys are already been here for some time, you guys already know what to expect from me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my review of Season 4, man. I can't wait to watch it, man. Episode reacts I'll actually do when we get to the crazy shit. I'm definitely going to be doing one when we get to the scene with Eri and Izuku. That's going to be hot, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, you have me only saying ready. Y'all ain't ready. It's going to be epic, man. It's going to be epic. So yeah, I'm Eddie here, guys. We're gone way long enough, 35 minutes. And also, one thing, I literally just remembered that the clocks wouldn't be for Night Owl, for Night. The clocks wouldn't be moving backwards; they're moving forwards, faster. Because that's, I literally don't even know why I thought they were moving backwards. They would be moving faster because of what Squirk is. Anyway, just throw that out there. So yeah, guys, tell me down below what you guys thought of the episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or did you just straight up skip it because it was filler? So yeah, next week, Season 4 really begins, and it's gonna be epic, man. So overall, I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. A lot better than I was expecting. It was definitely better than the filler episode, last filler episode we got for that was an after movie Season 3. I would definitely say it was even better than the pool episode we got in the beginning of Season 3 as well. This episode was off, man. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, flag, and links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.